conscience. This is the ideal life. I am a border ruffian from the state of Missouri and a Connecticut Yankee by adoption. In me you have Missouri morals and Connecticut culture. This is the combination which makes for the perfect man. I am not an American, I am the American. I was made in the image of God, but not otherwise resembling him enough to be mistaken for him by anyone but a very nearsighted person. I was born Samuel Langhorne Clemens on November 30th, 1835, in the almost invisible wilderness of Florida, Missouri. The town contained 100 people, and I increased the population by 1%. There is no record of anyone doing as much for a town, not even Shakespeare. But I did it for Florida, and I could have done it for any town, even Lawrence, Kansas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like my white suit? Clothes make the man. Naked people have very little influence in society. I wear my white suit as a symbol for my purity campaign. I am that purity campaign. Well, I just get tired of seeing men dressed in black all the time. Well, I sometimes wear black myself as a disguise to avoid being recognized by the police. Well, I've always liked the police. I suppose it is because they have always taken such a deep and abiding interest in everything that I do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to smoke my pipe here tonight, but I believe there is some commandment against smoking at an insurrection of such a dignified nature. But I'm working to have it removed. Well, I haven't a particle of confidence in a person who has no redeeming petty vices whatsoever. Why, they get down on a thing and they don't know a thing about it. They deprive themselves of every eatable, drinkable, and smokable thing which has in any way acquired a shady reputation. They give up everything for health, and health is all they get for it. It is like taking your entire life savings and paying it out for a cow that has gone dry. Ladies and gentlemen, I have reached old age in the usual way by sticking strictly to a scheme of life that would kill anybody else. My habits protect my life, but they would assassinate you. Why, look at me. I came into this world asking for a light. I'll probably go out blowing smoke rings. Not long ago, someone asked me, "How many cigars do you smoke a day?" I said, "As many as I can get for $6 a barrel." Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am no slave to the smoking habit. I can give it up whenever I want to. I've done it 1,000 times. The first time I gave it up, I was just a boy, you see, about 10 or 11. They told me that I would shorten my life 10 years by smoking. So I got scared and gave it up one day for 2 or 3 hours. And then I decided that the decade just wouldn't be worth living without any smoking in it, so that was the end of that. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was a young man, I applied for a job on a Mississippi riverboat. My pilot was a man named Horace Bixby. He said, "Do you drink?" I said, "Not for amusement, only under pressure." As for drinking, ladies and gentlemen, I have no rules. When other people drink, I like to help. Not long ago, Andrew Carnegie gave me 10 cases of his private stock of scotch, the smoothest whiskey on the planet. It always seemed to come at the right time. Whiskey never comes at the wrong time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one day a bum came up to me on the street in Hartford, Connecticut, and he asked me for a handout. I said, "Well, how about I go and get you a drink?" He said, "Oh, I don't drink." And then I said, "Well, how about a cigar?" "Sir, I'm hungry," he said, "but I don't smoke." "Well, what would you say if I went to the racetrack and put up a couple of dollars for you on a horse that is a sure winner?" "Sir, I am not the most righteous man, but I have never gambled. Could you please spare me a quarter for something to eat? I'll take you out for a steak dinner if you let me introduce you to my wife. I want to show her what becomes of a man who doesn't drink, smoke, or gamble."